Statistically, Mesquite police officers respond to an average of 1 domestic violence call per day.
Just a few facts on domestic violence. Abuse occurs in 1 out of every 4 relationships. Abuse touches all ages, races, and socioeconomic groups. Every 9 seconds in the U.S., a woman is assaulted or beaten. Children exposed to violence are at a much higher risk of becoming both the victim and the perpetrator of violence. 80% of all physical abuse goes unreported. More than half of all battered women stay with the abuser because they feel they cannot support themselves or their children alone. And also, the Surgeon General has reported that domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women between the ages of 15 and 44, more common than automobile accidents, muggings, and cancer deaths combined.
And what are we doing to be proactive in Mesquite?
Well, for the police department, unfortunately, we're not the proactive side, we're the reactive side. And state law has that we must make an arrest on a physical domestic. We have to do an investigation as to see who the primary aggressor is, and we must make an arrest. If it's a verbal domestic, we try to separate the parties. Nevada also has a mandatory 12-hour confinement. If the perpetrator is arrested, he is mandatory 12 hours in our facility before he can be released or post bail. The other part of that is there is temporary protective orders for women that they can seek while the perpetrator's in custody. That can be served on him. It starts off as a 30-day temporary. If he violates it in any way, it can be increased for the amount of time, 6 months, a year, 5 years, life, whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, it looks like domestic violence is a problem in Mesquite.
Domestic violence is a problem. As you can see, 367 in 1 year. That's officers responding to 1 a day. So, you know, each day, and that's one of our most officer safety calls. Like that is a high priority for the officers due to domestic violence, because not only is there a problem with the person they are arresting, there could be a problem with the spouse, because now if you take him out of the home, what has she got? She hasn't got anything anymore.
You think alcohol is a...
Alcohol's a big thing with domestic. Just pretty much every case the officers have responded on will either be alcohol related or controlled substance related.
We have an advocate, a local advocate. I'm the local advocate for Safe Nest, and we also have counseling available. Whenever anybody gets in crisis with a domestic violence situation, they can either call, first of all, they should call the police department and report it, and then I try and help them as far as the different options that they have available to them so that they can get to a safe place and get the services that they need. So I do a lot of referrals, and then we have the counseling services to help them through.